Hello everybody, this is Latham Montgomery with Burn-In Designs talking about the Skyway Kickstarter. This time around we're going to go in some of the upgrades that have been happening since the Kickstarter has launched. So what we're going to start off with is, this is the remote outpost level of the Kickstarter and what you'd get in it. This is the way it was presented initially when we first launched the Kickstarter, in which case you got the basic apartment module, the platform that it sits on, and one of the wide staircases. Now, as we continued to build this project, because we knew there was going to be more of it, we started to do some changes. So besides the basic apartment module, we come out with some different ones, and we'll go over those. But let me go over some stuff that's similar on all of them. And then from there, we can go into the unique ones. So I'm going to move some of these pieces out of the way. We'll move that out of the way. And we'll move the platform out of the way. Okay, so this is one of the basic apartment modules. And they're a pretty straightforward design. They're roughly 6 inches. They're roughly 6 by 5, which is a pretty decent size. And they're designed so that you can build them as a closed box that is just permanently sealed, or there are 2 little spaces on the top and bottom, or on either side of the top, I should say, where you can cut out a couple of notches, and it allows the lids to come off on them. So if you wanted to put things inside of them, you could. Each of these kits, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this back on here, each of these kits will come with 4 locations on the top and 4 more locations on the bottom, 4 1/4-inch magnets. What this allows you to do is, if you're stacking multiple of these together, you can stack them together and they don't slide around as much. So it gives you a nice secure mounting for them. However, they're not required. So when you're mounting them on the platform, these bottom ones are spaced so that it just slides in. So we'll put that up there. And you can see that it sits up there. Now, we've done some minor changes on this. This is one of the early prototypes. We've actually made this piece longer. And that way it gives you a little bit more support, because when I first did these, they were fine, but one thing I noticed is they started to tip. So what we've done is we've actually made this piece longer. I don't have one of those right at hand, so I'll show you on one of the other pieces. But that's going to be one of your basic apartment modules, and the apartment module is nice. I mean, it gives you a nice, simple building that you can put different things in. You can get people set up with. Each apartment module comes with doors. So in the case of this one, I've put in one of the roller doors, but they come with different styles doors depending on the building. You're pretty much get 2 doors with each building. There are cutouts on, like for example this one, and I'll bring that up closer. You'll notice that that is actually cut out around there, that if you wanted to, you could put a door at the front and at the back of the building. They will, in some cases, come with additional extras. So this one comes with a removable balcony unit that you can plug into it. Some of the others come with things like, additional front and surface mount pieces, communications array. I believe a small communications array comes with one of them. I think there are boxes and barricades and just little extras to help add to the building, ladders and things. So that's each one of them will become something like this. Now, in the case of the modules, because they are all alike, you get to choose between the different modules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way, and we're going to put all those different modules out here. So we'll move that out of the way. And we have our standard module. We have, and I'm going to pull some of the extra bits out of it. We have our office complex module. Okay, which would be that one. We have our storage unit module. And let's see, what else do we have? We have our bunker style module. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last one we have is what I've been calling the hydroponics lab module. Okay, so those are all 5 designs that you can choose from to replace any apartment module in your kit. So when you have your pledge and it has multiple apartment modules in it, you can choose whichever one you want. So if you're building a more militaristic layout, you'll probably want to go with a lot more of the bunker ones or the storage ones. If you're doing something that's more of a promenade or an outpost in a safer region, you'll probably want to go with some of the other ones. So this way you can mix and match them. As is the case with these though, all of them use the same mounting and they all stack together. So these, although I don't have the magnets on them, you would be able to stack them together. So if you wanted to build larger ones, you can. And one of the options that we do offer are ladders. So if you were building something, you could actually build ladders into the system so you can make it look like you're building a larger ones. So I'm going to go into some of the details on each of these just to show you a little bit of the differences. So we're going to start off with the bunker module. There we go. So this is the bunker module. It's a little bit larger in that it's got a little raised portion here. Comes with overlays and different texturing, in that the texturing on each one of these is different to give you a little bit more uniqueness. So there's there's an engraved section, there's an overlay for the window, there's a raised section above the doors, and there's even a little space to put a nameplate if you wanted to. It's got a removable top, of course, like all the others, and you have an open interior, another door. So it's a pretty neat design. This one, I have them glued in place, but these two little shooting blinds are perfect height for when you put your figure up there, they can shoot through. But also, and I'll see if you can see that down in there, there are little hole right there, and there we go. The little holes that are in there. What those allow you to do is you can use those same 1/4-inch magnets you use for putting the pieces together to allow you to make these so that they come on and off and will swivel side to side. This one, because I've been moving around so much, I went ahead and glued them in because I didn't want to worry about losing them or anything. But that's one option with it. The textures on this one are about 99% of the way done. We just have to decide on this top section. The top is really plain, and I'm trying to come up with a pattern for the top that fits. So I'm looking for something, maybe, I don't know, maybe a grating or some kind of armor plating. I've played with a few different designs that are similar to the ones that we've used throughout the rest of the body. So something like that may be coming onto this one. Let's see. Next up, we have the storage unit. Again, similar design. This particular storage unit, totally different texturing, and we got the little hazard stripes and the lines. This is a mixed one of raster and vector. So these lines up here at the top are your vector lines versus this down here is your raster. Comes with doors that are open or closed. Same little door frame setup. Turn around to the back. It's got, again, the same pattern, and then it comes with extra little bits and pieces to add onto it. So these, for example, would be vents. Comes with a couple of different signs, and there's a little hazard sign on that one. Same open setup, so you can actually take the tops off of them. This one as well gives you kind of a nice, simple design. These are going to be pretty popular because you can do so much with them. This one is kind of one of my favorites. This is the apartment module one, or the office, rather. Again, a slightly different design on the door frame. So whereas that one I had the 2 extra lights in the front, this one doesn't have the lights, it just has the opening. I'm showing it here with a half open door, in that in the kits you'll get doors in two different styles. You get opened and closed. So it's a pretty neat design. I've actually still got pieces hiding inside of that one. We'll get to those in another video. But again, removable, same size, overall size. This one I actually put 2 windows in the back. One neat thing you can do with the windows on these is you can take like clear acetate or clear gels and put them behind the windows just so you have that kind of that glass effect, which is kind of nice. But that would be that module. And then the last one is the hydroponics lab one. This one is designed to be a very open one. That's why I've been calling it that. So you've got these nice big windows in it. Of course, same removable setup on the inside. This one you have a removable balcony at the back. This one I've glued on to just give you a little bit more design. This one I also added a little bit of striping on the side of it versus the other ones that are being plain, just to give them something a little bit more unique. So those are going to be really all of the different apartment modules. Each module, as I said before, will stack together so you can magnet them. They will fit on all the individual kits. So any place that you can fit any kit that supports an apartment module, they will work with. And there you have it. So, once again, thank you for your time. When you're ready to order, don't forget that the Kickstarter is going to be ending on April 19th, so we want you to get your order in as soon as possible so that you can get in on some of these. Okay, guys, if you have any other questions, please let us know. Take care.